Welcome to English with Ammy.
Hey everyone, welcome. You ever stop and think, how do I talk about my plans for tomorrow or next week in English? Well, today we are gonna do just that. We are going to unlock the future tense and I promise we'll make it super simple. Yeah, so that's the big question, right? How do we actually talk about stuff that hasn't even happened yet? And is there a difference between, say, a plan you've made and a decision you just made on the spot? Let's dive in and figure it out. Okay, so to talk about tomorrow, we have this special tool in our English toolkit. It's got a bit of a formal name. It's called the simple future tense, but trust me, it sounds way more complicated than it actually is. So what is it really? Look, put simply, it's just the way we talk about things that haven't happened yet. Anything that's gonna happen later or tomorrow or just sometime down the road. That's it. That's the whole idea. Now to actually build these future sentences, we've got two main players, two main tools in our toolbox. Let's get to know them. Meet, will, and going to. Alright, let's start with will. Seriously, using will is like a super simple recipe. First, you need your subject. You know who is doing the thing, like I, you, or they. Step 2, just add the word will. That's the magic ingredient. And finally, you just add the main action, the verb, like play, eat, sleep. So you got your subject plus will plus the verb. That's the whole formula. Okay, let's see how that looks in a real sentence. I will play cricket tomorrow. See, we've got our subject I, we've got our magic word will, and our verb play. Boom, a perfect future sentence. Okay, on to our second tool, going to. Now this one's a bit different and we use it mostly for plans. The formula goes like this. You take the subject, add the right form of to be, so am, is or are, and then going to plus the verb. For example, she is going to study. You can tell from that sentence that this is a plan she's already made. Alright, so we've met our two tools. Now for the fun part. Let's see how these things actually show up in real life, in just everyday talking. This is where it all starts to click. So let's say you are just stating a simple fact about what's going to happen. You might say, she will cook food. It's simple, it's direct, just a straightforward thing that's gonna happen later. Or here's another one, he will play football. Yep, same idea. It's a simple, direct statement about the future. We are not talking about some big detailed plan here, just a fact. And hey, what are we doing right this very second? We are going to learn English. See, this is our plan, right? The whole point of this explainer is to do this, so going to is the perfect fit. Okay, so we have will and we have going to. This brings us to the most important question of all. When do you use which one? Let's break down that key difference right now. Okay, here's the absolute key to everything. You use will for things you decide to do right now, like in the moment. Imagine you're in a room and you suddenly feel a chill. You'd say, oh, I'm cold, I will shut the window. You just decided that. But you use going to for a plan, something you already decided to do, like, I'm going to visit my grandpa this weekend. That's a plan you probably made days ago. So yeah, the easiest way to think about it is, will is for right now decisions, going to is for plans. Okay, you've heard all the rules. Now it's time to see if it's all making sense. Let's try a quick quiz to put what we've learned to the test. You ready for this? Alright, first question. The sentence is, I am hungry, I blank eat. So what goes in that blank? Will or am going to? Think about it. Is being hungry part of a plan or is it something you're deciding about right now? And the answer is I will eat. Yes, perfect. And why? Because you just felt hungry, right? The decision to eat is happening in this moment. It's a spontaneous thing. Okay, ready for number 2? They have tickets. They blank watch a movie. Now there's a big clue in that sentence, the tickets. So is it will or are going to? You got it. It's they are going to watch a movie. Of course, having tickets means they already made a plan. Awesome job. Alright, last one. Here we go. He feels tired. He blanks sleep. What do you think? Is this a plan he made this morning or a decision he's making right now? And the answer is he will sleep. Exactly. It's just like feeling hungry. He feels tired now, so the decision to sleep is happening now. It's immediate. Fantastic work on that quiz. So you've got the basics down. You totally rocked that quiz. So where do we go from here? Well, now comes the most important part of all. Practice. Honestly, the best way to get this to really stick in your brain is to just start using it right away. Try talking about your plans for tomorrow, using going to, or maybe write down a couple sentences about what you will do later today.
And here's a really fun one. Next time you're watching a movie or listening to a song, just listen for will and going to. I promise you're gonna start hearing them everywhere. And to finish things up today, I've got one last question for you. What is one thing you will do right after this is over? See, just by thinking about it, you're already practicing. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Keep practicing and keep learning.
Please comment your answer and see you in next video. Bye-bye.